You know, sometime ago, many years ago, under General Abacha, you know, General Colin Powell said the same thing that about corruption, you know, embedded, I mean, being part of, you know, us, you know, our culture, I mean, our normal way of life in Nigeria, you know, sort of. The former British Prime Minister also said that, you know, this for us should be a wake-up call. It's not for us to, you know, reject it and say that it's not about us, it's not something that, it's for us to look at it, you know, I mean, look at a nation, you know, look at our nation, our country. In the last 5 years, I mean, before 2015, we are seeing the sordid things that were done with impunity, you know, in this country. We cannot run away from that. We cannot say that all these things did not exist. Okay. That all these things were just, you know,
break it down.
Break it down.
Let's break it down a little further, because if you say for Nigeria as a whole, and now we have the issue of restructuring this country, do you think that perhaps if we restructure Nigeria, we'll have less of corruption?
Look, let me tell you, I've often said this, that when people bandy this word restructuring, you need to ask yourself, what exactly are you talking about? What exactly are you talking about when you talk about restructuring? Restructuring what? Is it restructuring the geography? Restructuring the politics? What are you exactly talking about? If you educate me on that, maybe I may you know, be able to understand what you're talking about.
If you look at restructuring Nigeria along any line, look at it, be it politics, be it the economy, be it along boundaries or having secession or whatever the agitations are, will that reduce corruption?
Look, corruption is something that is as old as the entity called Nigeria. We need to understand clearly how corruption thrives and what gives corruption its life.
So going to the roots,
listen to me.
Finding out
let me give you a scenario. You, Umar Gimba, or you, Chamberlain, gets appointed to a position in government. The first person, the first delegation you receive that come to you is that of your traditional ruler from your village.
Is that corruption?
Come on, listen to me. Listen, just wait. You've not, you know, I mean, you're a bit, you are impulsive. Listen to me. Comes to you, and that's typical. I mean, typically, that's what happens most times. And comes and says, and leaves some chiefs. See, look, this is now our time. You know this while it is the other villages that have been there. Maybe you became governor or something that have been there. So this is now our time. This is the time for you to look at us clearly. I mean, look at our community and do something worthwhile. What they are, you know, inexorably coming to and passing across to you is to tell you clearly that you have to use the resources of state, you know, to help them. What is that? That is something that already, and we excuse it because we say we have to go back to our country. So let me tell you,
why is it that hasn't stopped now?
Why that hasn't stopped is because it's the same thing that about our culture, about our life, that somebody suddenly gets, you know, a big, I mean, suddenly comes to some wealth.
Did you say culture?
That nobody can, no, listen to me, that nobody can explain.
Did you say culture? And
nobody is asking questions.
Did you say culture of our people?
See, let me tell you, see, it is, listen to me. The other day, a friend of mine who is a lawyer went into, you know, was driving from in US with a friend. The friend was driving and they got to a traffic light and the friend stopped. It was dead in the night, maybe around 1, 2 a.m. And this friend, a lawyer, in fact, a senior lawyer in Nigeria, I said, boy, what's wrong with you? Move now. He said, you are not serious. Me move in US, it may you may not see a physical policeman, but there is a policeman waiting and ready to apprehend me. Tomorrow morning, you just see fine. Why is that so? Because there is a definite comeuppance for any infraction of the law